I'm going to be a little bit vulnerable here. If any of you are doubting the power of this practice, I think you need to watch this video. Some of you guys already know a little bit of the backstory from where I came from earlier on in my life. And let's just say that who you see me as now, it's a completely different person. I sometimes have trouble comprehending just how it happened, but I'm glad it happened. I feel freer than I've ever been. I came from a place where I was very limited and I didn't know how I'd make it through my life with the condition that I had. It's a condition that I still do have. However, how it affects me now is nothing like it affected me in the past. I'm going to show you a quick clip right now. It is me about roughly 4 years ago. I was so desperate to find some type of relief from my pain that I flew all the way to Sydney and I saw a hypnotherapist, hoping that would help me. And the reason I went to Sydney and not a hypnotherapist here in Brisbane is because I thought that hypnotherapist had dealt with people that had my condition. In this clip, although a lot of you will probably struggle to make out exactly what I'm trying to say, I even struggle to remember what I was trying to say in this video. But I was basically explaining to her how at the time I was playing cricket. I was a batsman. It's a common sport here in Australia. And I was telling her how I didn't take risks. And I didn't know how to be confident in myself while playing the sport. Keep in mind that in this clip, I was in a quiet space. I was talking to a nice lady. I felt comfortable. There was no There was no reason for me to be anxious, and yet I was extremely. Now, what you're about to see is probably a typical experience that I would have on a daily basis. And if you think that it is unbearable in this clip, try putting me in a setting where there was loud noises, couldn't hear myself think, public speaking, approaching a girl I liked, all those high pressure, high anxiety situations. Anyway, I'll cut to the clip in question and I'll be back shortly. I tend to focus a lot on simply trying not to get out, like instead of going at it with a clear mind and trying to instead of trying to execute my skills as well as I can, instead I feel like I feel like I am always consciously like aware like of like of trying not to take risks and trying to stay out there for as long as I can. Yeah.
That's very common. Like a lot of people feel like that, and that's kind of what stuffs them up with sports. But we're gonna work on that.
It's almost like you're focusing on the negatives too much.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, we'll come back to that in a minute.
All right, so I'm back. It's hard for me to watch that clip, but what it is, it serves as a reminder of what I have gained from this practice. I am eternally grateful for the progress that I have made. And I can't help but feel like I was supposed to experience it. If any of you are doubting the type of healing that can occur on this practice, use me as a prime example of what is possible. It doesn't matter what the condition was. I am so confident that I could pretty much say to anyone that has any type of debilitating condition in the brain or in their body, I have faith that this practice has the potential to heal dramatically from within. So that's a little bit about me, guys. Yeah, I find it hard to watch that clip. I do remember, I recall a couple of months ago, I was thinking to myself, man, I really wish I had a video of how bad I had it back then. It's something I've lived with my whole childhood. It's only when I got on retention that the healing started to occur. If I'm honest, it was about, I obviously noticed a confidence increase straight away, but in terms of an actual healing in my brain, I'd say it was about a year into my streak. That's when it became a bit more clear to me what was going on. And from that point on, I had more and more positive experiences with my speech and less negative experiences with my speech. And that was a complete contrast to how I was. I'll leave it at that. Thank you for watching and hearing a little bit about my story. I'm pretty keen to host this week's seminar because it's going to be a challenge for me, but it's a challenge that I know very well I can handle because I've come so far. I was told that this condition was incurable by so many people, and it has a genetic background to it as well, because my dad, he has a stutter. He still does. So it passed on from him. So I don't know if that makes it any more rare, but there is a genetic element to this. And what I have achieved, it basically contradicts all types of medical science, what they say. Anyways, I look forward to seeing you guys at this week's seminar. In the next video tomorrow, I'll be announcing what the topic of the seminar will be, and I'll be talking a little bit about what we are going to achieve at this seminar. So guys, thank you again for hearing a little bit about my story. I'll see you around the Discord.